Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CEO2021.
I know y'all missed this. I know y'all missed this.
Bro, we've been stuck at home for 2 years. We're finally back in an offline tournament. There's 1,000 people in here. Make some noise for CEO 2021.
And those seats are packed, people.
Yeah.
Those seats are packed. This whole room is packed.
Man, I miss y'all. Y'all
The
are
energy's
crazy,
electric.
especially for giveaways.
It's real.
So, first and foremost, y'all ready for some Street Fighter 5? Oh, I know you are. It's packed in here. All right, introducing first. He's arguably one of the best people on the planet. PANDA!
Oh, he's got the bait with him too.
Ooh, yeah.
He's coming up with bait. With the theme song too. This is the character that led him to victory so many times. Punk, a consummate of crush counters.
Yeah, and during the pool plays,
Ooh,
during the, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you cannot deny the impact that Punk's play has had on the lifespan of this game, going all the way back. I think the preeminent person to really develop the strike throw shimmy game back in Season 2, showing that a whiff punish style could work in this game in a time when people were still insisting that it could not be done.
That's
all right.
Facts. But his opponent, no slouch.
Can I get an Ayo for New York?
Oh, come on, man. With the Tims.
I was about to say, we're the Tims.
Yeah, we're the Tims.
Absolutely. And his opponent, NYCHRISG!
Chris G coming through on the street. Again, multi-game specialist, champion of many games. Coming back to Street Fighter 5, really found the mark with the Akira pick in winner's side, too. Remember that there are multiple people that didn't come through. Yes, I agree, there's some people that didn't show up. There's a lot of killers, no filler, as we said before, in these brackets. So for him to be in winner's side means that the grind has been working out for him. And Akira, a character that, you know, I feel like people have been downplaying.
For your first top
She can do some work. In the hands of a Marvel player like that, in the hands of a Marvel player like that.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because here's what I find the very interesting thing about Chris G's Akira. Does not run Daigo V-Trigger. Runs the other V-Trigger.
Oh
you lean in with in the hands of a Marvel player, but no, Chris plays this solid ground-based fundamental game using that great forward dash and back dash for the spacing traps, the low forward, the standing strong frame traps. It's a solid ground game, and then the utilization of the other V-Trigger to generate additional turns and to continue cycling through that offense, rather than relying on the big volatile swing that is calling in the big brother.
And I do think that V-Trigger is good, but it really shines in the corner, right? If you're not able to get that corner situation going, it's okay. You know, we've seen a lot of people have counterplay lately. I know a lot of people have been downplaying that character on Twitter. She's still good, don't get it wrong. V-Trigger's still good, don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
It's just not the end-all be-all. If you watch things like Street Fighter League or other tournaments like the online local, you can see that it doesn't always come into play. There's many counterplays, V-reversal, stuff like that.
V-shift. I saw a lot of V-shift representing if you don't have the right setup for it.
We also saw an amazing, what was it? It was he did a invincible DP or something like that, Momochi, the DP. It don't matter. What matters right now is this first match of Street Fighter 5 CEO 2021. Punk versus Chris G. Let's go. See me in the streets.
I think we were lied to. I know we had a conversation with Punk about the character selection going into this top 8.
You're right.
Who has been playing Claw all weekend. Vega, as we were both told that we should describe him.
On there. Vega.
But
it's very classic.
I heard Karen's laugh, though, as we were loading in.
But we had this conversation. He did not just lie to my face. He did not.
I think
just
he
lie
may
to my
have.
face.
He did.
My days.
Oh, no,
It's a button check, bro. Y'all done got me hyped up and used my voice for this. We're gonna get this out of the way. Listen, people, my bad. That's their bad, actually.
We should have known. We should have known that it was a button check.
How's
Punk
that?
was not playing a pink costume.
You're right. You know what? That's exactly correct. It would be off-brand for him not to play in the pink, you know? But, going to Punk, being a multi-character specialist, bro, you know you cannot play that character. I'm about to say, get off.
It is on the Claw.
You ain't gonna see no Luke. You're going to be seeing Luke Fighter 5 later on throughout the weeks in other tournaments, but not here. Going to the Claw, I guess, didn't lie to us, thank God. And going to how Punk plays.
All right, John, here we go.
Now we are finally in CEO 2021 Street Fighter 5 again, people. See me in the streets. Let's get it now. Punk, a footsie's master. You're not going to see a lot of tech from this dude. You're going to see a lot of hit base confirms and things like that. A lot of pokes with a medium punch, standing medium punch, things like that. Claw addition. This really works well for his style. See it right there.
Absolutely.
Round start.
I know Punk talked a lot about the belief that Vega players were approaching the character incorrectly, and really, I think, started playing this character a lot to kind of identify, look, this is all you really need to do. The difficulty here for Chris is going to be, you want to play that dash style. If Punk is checking those dashes, that's immediately going to slow him down, and then you need to contend with the claw.
Air throw, though. What a good reaction. Little shimmy, no crush, though. Would have liked to have a little bit more, but I still like the dominance in neutral right here with the medium punches. Over and over again, swiping. So not for me, EX. The interruption, denying any approach. HILIFE with a V trigger too, though.
Yeah, really wants to get in, find a proper activation point, and then try to start generating this ground-based offense. But it's so difficult. There it is, the dash checked once again, the low forward to check Chris trying to walk back. I'm sorry, sir, you get to stay here. Sit down, take what's coming to you. Punk taking the first round here.
Dominant back, even see him walking up ever so often. There's a crush on the back, the heavy kick right there. Getting to that B-bar going. I feel like this character really wants to have that B-bar going. She got pretty decent crush kind of buttons. Now let's see what goes down with V-Trigger's pop. Can he find an activation point? We're talking about this different V-Trigger. See the use. The EX put it on him. Ashley elbows, meaty fireball. Hold the stick throw. Oh! Finessing him. Got it with the activation.
Yeah, just wants to get out of the corner. Now you've got all this screen space to try to walk back on, but no claw, so you get clipped with the low forward as you try to move forward. I'm sorry, Punk. The claws is gone. You got to walk into a different type of space. ChrisG with the confirm, checking on the forward movement, closing out a round for himself.
You see a little bit of apprehension from Punk, like, dog, you picked this feature. Like, it is one that people don't play. You practiced this before. How, different this is with this pick. Oh, you practice the air-to-air no-go, though. Again, Punk swinging out the buster ball, trying to find a crush situation, instead of the top of the medium punch, slight whip punch, super out the connection though, crush again from ChrisG, puts up to the sky with the B skill, and drops him down to the ground.
Right, this is huge for Chris. A big momentum swing. We've got the pressure now going in the corner. Counter pokes there from Punk though, going to try to work the way out. Fully loaded as are both players right now. There's that low forward check once again here from Chris.
Well, just see something in the EX, well, just a normal roll right there, just get that corner space, and push, nice, confirm the V-trigger. Slide. That throw. Prime position for Punk right here. Super wouldn't actually be bad, even if it doesn't kill, which it probably will. Would put him in a mix-up situation. There is Oki on the jump heel kick from Vega. Oh my god, the damage one-touch situation. Might be tip no dip in the medium punch to do it. Punk with the first win.
Yeah, that spot for Chris there had the trigger on lock. Like, the right confirm into trigger on hit could have generated a one-touch situation and an advantageous Oki call out there, but Punk backing off, understands, especially with the one bar, if you want the damage, you want to cash out the bar into damage. You're not using it on like an EX elbow to bulldoze through neutral.
Right. Good dominance here from Punk again, the footsie space, disallowing what had been a pain point for him with the V-trigger. And outside that range, that heavy kick. Dancing around the heavy kick, heavy punch, trying to find the footsies, but Chris putting the beat on him. The EX addition with the Tatsu. There again, the whip punch and the V-trigger to back him up to the corner escape. Don't wait.
So dangerous to throw out these buttons once Punk's back is to the wall and has that V-trigger loaded. We often see claw players holding this mix in the corner. I'm sorry, additional plus frames. A lot of respect here from Punk.
Should. Don't get open up the dash in though. Chris, don't go with the crouching meter kick careful. You've seen a lot of these buttons. You whip and the crouching meter kick coming through. One more touch for ChrisG to send it. V-trigger activation.
Right into the throw.
Again. Getting handsy. That gorilla grip. Again. ChrisG. That V-trigger has to be played around. But Punk with that walker, using the walk speed to go underneath. I like that as a defensive tactic right there. We aren't able to answer which Vega doesn't tend to do. You're going to use that walk to get through.
Chris actually walks forward a little bit through the shimmy and checks. Punk's shimmy movement has been pretty shallow so far in the pace of this matchup.
Put him up.
Oh, no anti-air. The back throw from Punk has the whole screen available. Also has the ability now to pressure ChrisG in the corner. There's the EX bet on busting out this time.
Not a bad move. -2. So he was on block. Not the worst situation right there. Punk back in neutral. Look at this perfect footsie play right here.
This is exactly where Punk wants to be. Has the life lead. We're at mid-screen. It's beholden on Chris to make something happen. No V-trigger on deck just yet. Oh, that'll do it on the crush, though.
Down, one tough situation right here. Activation again. ChrisG walks out of there with the escape with the V-reversal. This is again Emi Vice game. EX connects, does it wrong. Makes a fall, and that's not a bad option. We said that before. Negative but not punishable. You see Chris kind of sighing a little bit, but understanding the rhythm of the game, the V-trigger 2 coming into play so many times. Punk again has to work around that, has to figure out how to deal with it.
Yeah, it's an unorthodox pick, and Akira, you know, perhaps something of an unorthodox character. You were talking about how maybe a little bit slept on. You definitely don't see a whole lot of her. To see an off-meta pick on an off-meta character in top 8 at this caliber is interesting.
Street Fighter 5 right now, well balanced.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to check that forward dash. ChrisG's movement, Punk is having a harder time checking this forward movement now going into this game 3.
You're absolutely right. I feel like there's, you know, the jump is coming, even the block is just showing like the fault for Vega right here. And Punk trying to get in these CA situations. Now spinning bar for EX Barcelona, puts him in the corner as a side switch.
I mean, and once again, we're in that spot you want to be. You've got the life lead, you can back off, standing at like that standing strong, standing fierce range. But you still need to be mindful of the EX elbow. I think, interestingly, Punk was standing a little bit closer where the EX elbow threat was less sincere. All right, cycling with the V-trigger staggers here.
And Punk with a poke out, but the damage differential has definitely come from ChrisG. Oh! EX is trying to find a way to get in. Check the dash, you may not pass, one touch. Again, you're whipping the light, bounty, soft touch of the light kick to do it. Punk now willing to play in these ranges where maybe you can't poke out as fast as the medium punch, and just walk in and get that win. Oh, the slide. Wow. He's so ready.
So we got the bust out from Chris. That's the first time we've seen the EXDP represented. Feeling smothered.
Jump as ChrisG knows the character suffers when it comes to anti-situations. V-trigger activation, side switch situations, the slide, walk up throw, damage applied, a lot on red, the meaty situation. This should be stunned. Boba back out. No, that's just yet.
But that's great. Has to go into, but now, okay, if we weather the storm of the pressure here, but we're not going to be able to because we got the cash out on the CA here, calling out the big brother. We don't need the V-trigger in order to do it because we got the CA on deck. Does indeed kill, when you call out the homie, you can't call in the backup and not finish the job.
Bro, it's a 2v1. There's no way. No way you won't get done in. Brother comes to the bat. That's a big brother right there, ain't little brother. And that also set ChrisG the game round and round with Punk right now. Buster Claw, dashing up. And you still see ChrisG with the light. Now poking out with the light and the fireball, I kind of like that. That's a really good button right there. Her standing light kick is ridiculous. Also, she gets off of it, and Punk with the sweet spot of beat.
The play around the low forward from Punk. All right, the rule of threes goes for the counter hit setup on the third one. Okay, finds the jump out to Chris.
Oh, the flip out.
Oh, you're dead.
Oh, you're definitely dead. Into the super. Finishing the job, another CA. Punk on game point for the first game of the day. It's been footsie play. It's been pure footsie play. You're not going to see a lot of tech from this dude. What you're going to see is immaculate footsie, spacing, walk-ins, whip punches, and things like that. And when he feels himself, there's slides and things like that that carry the momentum. It gets harder and harder to read that rhythm that he wants to play at.
Yeah, there's something to be said that the way that Punk plays Claw is like the most sincere dilution of what Punk's skills are. Great footsies, great hit confirms, that strike throw situation really making you uncomfortable in the way that he approaches on the ground. You don't need that other tech when you're applying that game plan to this character.
You really don't. I think people do get kind of caught up. Maybe that's the differential with this character, how you can play him so many different ways, but I do think the most success comes from just playing in a footsie way, but only really Punk can do that. That's just a skill that he has in the character that really shines, but it works out for him. He is on game point. ChrisG with the crush off the heavy kick.
Oh, finds the anti-air. ChrisG hadn't been getting a lot of the anti-airs, but now Punk is out of the corner.
New side switch, wants to go back to neutral. Oh no, EX elbow. Dash up on the open. Activation time. And Punk with the reversals and the Buster Claw as soon as he gets hit.
anti-airs continues to go to the sky, does Chris. And as you called out, that is historically a problem that Vega has. Not a great anti-air in that toolkit.
They get projective air throw, back up with the walk speed, smooth on in.
Clock is ticking down. Whiff throw, plus on whiff though. Chris with a late attempt to blow up with the counter. Ooh!
One more touch here. Base out the
He's
team with
ready!
the dash up! Are you kidding me? The dash up EXDP baited because he waited Punk on set point.
That's an exposure of Punk blowing up the fact that Chris G is not doing a good job of checking the forward dash.
That's 4K.
Perhaps some frustration from Chris late on the dash, so I bust out with the DP. No, I'm sorry, sir, you don't get to do that. EX elbow to bulldoze through the neutral. We got the double dash, Mario Kart. Now in the corner with the jump in.
He's got the blue shell, flip out again, but here's the back throw though from Chris G.
That's unfortunate.
But still trying to get that sun up. Maybe that's the situation he's comfortable in getting the return. He does have the EX elbow to come through, but you better spin that bar other ways.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way you want to do it, especially, I mean, we do have the life lead now, but if you keep eating these pokes, now with that throw, we are about even.
Universal immediately trying to delete the activation. I love to see it. You love to see people dealing features that with big jumping right here for Chris G with the activation. To have that super situation real quick, he's definitely going to send it. Same day delivery. Chris G stays off set point for just a little bit longer.
Punk, however, is going into this next round fully loaded down
You're
there.
actually right. What could happen with that? Tell the people what could happen with that. We got CA.
I mean, we've seen I feel like it's overwhelmingly been EX Barcelona's just to get a little bit more damage off some of the counter hit confirms. The CA obviously is the huge money confirm, but the tendency of Punk's style is so poke-centric that I feel like it doesn't lend itself a whole lot of opportunities to use. We're not seeing like rolling crystal flash or the cheeky off-the-wall stuff that you sometimes see from other people.
Which is good. Put yourself in some bad situations if you do it wrong. The dash-up counter hit right there. Didn't get the shimmy, but still it's getting the sun. This is about to be done. Oh, this is looking real dire right here for Chris G. Super situation. This is great. You're going to get a jumping meaty kick situation off of this Chris G. Will the DP be baited? Dash up, jumping meaty kick. One more touch. Punk walking him down. About to take this round and this win.
Any poke will do it. I think a counter hit standing strong would actually close this out. If not, then just by a hair it won't. But this is the difficulty for Chris. One EX bar, you don't want to use it on the EX elbow. You need to be able to catch out some damage. Alive by the hair of his chinny chin chin.
Oh my God, I'm fear for Chris G's life. He does have V-trigger to pop. It's a long road. This looks like Mount Everest.
This is not the big money make play V-trigger that one tends to associate with Akira.
You're right.
You have to do this pretty honestly here. And forced to spend the EX bar. We get the crouch jab check, but Punk with all these dashes back.
Is he trying to go for a time? That's a lot
23
of
seconds.
20 seconds winding down.
This is rapidly becoming insurmountable.
Hold on now. Here's the activation. This is where Punk has been suffering. Is against his V-trigger attack. He's out of there. The jump.
Oh no!
The XDP.
The chase down. That's it. He cannot deal enough damage anymore.
It's definitely over. Punk gonna take this with a timeout for the first game. B shifts in play, and you gotta hold this. Punk takes it over Chris G. What a way to end the very first match of the day with a timeout where you cannot do anything. There is no bigger statement of how strong someone's feelings are when you can't do anything to fight somebody, to come back when their health is so big and there's so much you can't do. That is a definite sounding defeat, but it's not over for Chris.